It was when I was choosing a degree course that I sort of fell upon sort of media production, and I was sort of like, oh, you could study this for 3 years, something I really would enjoy doing. And it was while I was there that I realised that there were lots of careers and things that you could do for your career. And that was really exciting, that I wouldn't have to just go into an office and push paper around for sort of 8 hours a day for the rest of my life. I could maybe do something that was exciting and and I was able to share stories with people. I've done a number of short films, I've done lots and lots of television drama, including things like Hollyoaks, EastEnders, I can't remember them all, Doctors, Call the Midwife, Grantchester, Father Brown, Emmerdale, and a few others that I've forgotten. I loved doing Call the Midwife last year, and earlier this year I did something called Soon Gone, a Windrush Chronicle, which kind of was about a generation of people that had arrived at Windrush and then their descendants and how that affected them over the years, and so it kind of reflected what was happening in society as well, and that felt like a very important project to be doing. People often ask what it's like to be a woman or woman of colour in this role, and my answer usually is I don't know any other way, I don't know any different, but I have seen lots of white men just getting a lot further forward and achieving things faster than I've been able to, and at some points it felt like there were lots of kind of blocks and sort of glass ceilings and things like that. You know, in meetings where you clearly had enough experience, people would say, oh, are you sure you can, have you done that before? Can you do, and almost assuming that you wouldn't have that experience. So there was doubt, whereas I think some of my colleagues wouldn't have had that. They would have been given more opportunities. But for me, it's something where I haven't been prepared to give up. And so that's what I'd say to people. I'd say if it's something you really want to do, don't let somebody saying no stop you. And I think earlier in my career, I would sort of take that really personally and think, oh, they don't want me, that they've said no, or it's me, maybe I'm not right. But that's their opinion, and that shouldn't kind of lessen your ambitions. So just keep going for it. The BAFTA Elevate scheme was a great opportunity for 15 female directors to sort of progress in industry, and they wanted to further the careers of female directors that they thought were not getting the breaks and were not sort of where they should be in their careers, because primarily they were sort of female. Just that headline that BAFTA said, oh, we believe in her, she's good, have a look. It's just meant that more people have sat up and taken notice. It's almost maybe that I'm getting to where I would have been if I hadn't faced some of those hurdles. One piece of advice that has sort of stuck with me and I've tried to practice was a really simple one. If you just do one thing per day to further your career, just do that. You could just chip away and do little things, and then eventually when you look back, you will see that you've made progress, because sometimes I think we can sit back and go, oh, I want to be up there, but that's too high to climb, oh my God, and then you end up doing nothing. But if instead of that, you just do a little bit here and a little bit there and that and that and that, and eventually you find that you're kind of a good way to achieving your ambitions. What's difficult is knowing what you want to specialise in. So I think if you can do that, you can then focus on one particular path, because otherwise there's so many different jobs. And before you focus, make sure you investigate all those different roles and don't just think, oh, I want to direct or I want to produce, because maybe it sounds kind of glamorous. You might want to be a cinematographer, you might want to be sound recordist, you might enjoy editing, you might publicity or marketing. There's a whole range of things where you can still be creative. Next, I'm actually doing a project called the Mallorca Files. It will involve filming or being in Mallorca for most of Jan and February. which will be a drag. Yeah, I'm excited to again be doing something new, and that's the thing about this freelance life. Although it's uncertain, you can have lots of different experiences. So in theory, you're never bored. You might be very hungry at points, but you're never bored.